Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to lose 20 pounds by April 2025. So it's currently the 8th of January, so just under 12 weeks until April, and a lot can be done in that time. And I'm just going to take you through basically what I would do if I was in that position. So I was actually in this position in 2023. For the first time ever, I was actually looking like quite soft. I'd always been quite skinny and lean, and through a lot of mistakes and not really know what I was doing, I ended up just sort of becoming skinny fat, and I needed to fix this. And I'll take you through in this video like what I would do if I was back in this situation, and it was pretty much what I did to be able to fix the problem. And I lost 18 pounds in 10 weeks. So 20 pounds in 12 weeks is definitely doable. One of the huge mistakes that I made when I was never making any progress was I never actually had specific numerical goals that I was aiming for and that I was measuring consistently. And it was once I basically had these micro targets that I started to become consistent and stay motivated and keep going long enough to actually see results. So on the screen is two examples. The left is in pounds. So if you have someone who's 180 pounds, and on the right is in kilos. So someone who's 80 kilos. And this is basically how much I would aim to lose each week for 12 weeks. And it's a 1% drop in total like body weight per week. So obviously from week 1 to 2, if you're starting at 180 pounds, then you would lose 1.8 pounds, and then just keeps going down and down. So after around 12 weeks, it should be around the 161 pound mark, and same with the kilos. You should lose a good like 8 or 9 kilos in 12 weeks, and that will also enable you to try and maintain as much muscle as possible, and hopefully, at least for the first part of your cut, get stronger in the gym. So as I was saying, it's super important to track. That's what kept me motivated personally. Honestly, if I didn't have like the daily data, tracking my workouts, tracking calories, tracking body composition, I don't know if I would have been able to achieve the transformation that I did, and I wouldn't have been able to carry it on to this point. So I recommend getting body composition scales. These are the ones I have. They're 20 quid. And then on the left there is sort of snippets of my tracker. And I just compare my average weight week to week. And so long as that's in, my target range. This one is actually from a bulk. So you can see the weight is actually going up each week. But just being able to visualize this is so motivating for me personally. I'll put the link to like a blank sheet that you can fill in yourself in the description, as well as a link to the scales. So first of all, I would strength train at least 3 times a week. And if you are just starting out in the gym, or you used to be able to go, but you haven't been for a while and you're just getting back into it, I recommend consistency before intensity. 3 times a week, 45-minute sessions. That's how I got consistent in the first place. When I was doing, like 5, 6, 7 times a week with like 7, 8 exercises per session, I just kind of like burnt out and got bored, and then, I wouldn't look forward to the next session. So I lowered the bar, 3 45-minute sessions per week, and then built from there. And now I'm able to go 5 or 6 times a week for 75 to 90 minutes, like no problem, and I love going. But if I never lowered that bar in the first place, then I wouldn't have got to this point. I put their machines if necessary. So a couple of my family members have started in the gym for the first time, and I had this in mind, like for them, like consistency before intensity. There's no need at the very start to go in with the perfect program and trying to optimize things. So they personally prefer using like the machines at the gym we're at. It's kind of like a circuit they're all like in a circle, so you can just do one machine and then move on to the next one, and they're all like close together, and it's really easy to get a workout in. And the free weight area and the squat racks and stuff can be a bit intimidating, especially for a beginner. So if you're 3 sessions a week, literally just doing machines, as long as you're tracking the workouts and increasing the weight or the reps like each time, then good to go. And then once you've built up that habit of going to the gym and you kind of know what you're doing, then you can start to experiment with other things. Keep eating the same. So once you've basically got a meal plan, macros, I've made other videos about that. I won't go into too much detail. But if you're losing this 1% per week, then basically don't change anything. And if your weight has plateaued a bit, well, there's 2 things you can do. You can increase cardio, or basically like take 100 calories and go again. And just keep doing that until you're back in this range of losing 1% per week. And such an important point for me is base your decisions off data. Without the data, you're kind of like guessing, really. I go into more specific detail on tactics in this slightly longer video, which is on my channel. So, in summary, if you want to lose 20 pounds by April 2025, I recommend setting a target for a 1% drop in total body weight per week, and have it like written out as well so that you can see it, whether that be on your phone or you can write on a piece of paper and put it up on your wall. Measure and record, buy smart scales, and make your own copy of the Google sheet that I put in the description, and track things daily. Training 3 times a week for 45 minutes. Use the machines if you're like a beginner and if you're not really sure what you're doing with the free weights. Just basically with diet, just keep eating the same thing. If your weight isn't going down, then you need to lower the calories slightly or increase cardio. And if it's in the range, then just keep going. So if you want some one-to-one coaching to help you through all this process with like one-to-one accountability from someone who's done it, then click the first link in the description and we can have a chat. But apart from that, that's everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.